My name is Brandon Sedloff. I'm the managing director of Juniper Square. Juniper Square is a technology and solutions company focused on providing fund administration and investor reporting solutions to private real estate companies and more broadly private markets, including infrastructure, venture capital, and private equity firms. So the topic I'm going to discuss today is the evolving needs and expectations of investors from a reporting and communication perspective. But before we talk about the investors, we should talk about the managers. One of the trends that we've seen in the industry is the desire for managers to consolidate all of the different data sources that they have across their portfolios. So if you think about private markets, you start with data that lives within the GP on the performance of the asset, on the performance of the fund, and all of that data needs to be consolidated in one place. Traditionally, that information lives offline in different spreadsheets. And with tools like Juniper Square, one of the things that we're focused on is bringing that data together into a single system of truth. The benefit for the manager is that for the first time, many of these GPs have the ability to view all of their data in one place. And as we think about how our industry is evolving, we're moving from an industry where we think about real estate and technology to how technology permeates all aspects of real estate. And one of the most valuable assets that a real estate operating company or GP has is their own data. And so what we're seeing is that more and more GPs are taking advantage of the different solutions that are in the market that allow them to get better access to their data real time so that they can use it to make better investment decisions. The second part of that story is that the investors continue to want more transparency. This is a trend that started post the global financial crisis and one that we expect will continue long into the future. At the end of the day, opacity is not something that the market likes to trade on. And so one of the ways that we enable investors to get more transparency is we make it easier for the managers to provide them with the level of access that they need. The different trends that we're seeing around what investors and managers are doing to bridge the communication and reporting gap are, number one, real-time access to information. Through an investor portal that allows you to contextualize your investment in the performance of the funds that you're invested in, we find that that increases the trust and reduces the friction for a manager to be able to communicate their returns with their investor. And when they do meet in person or over the phone, it enables the conversation to be up-leveled to discuss the information versus to need to provide the information. The second trend that we're seeing related to investor reporting and communication is around the outsourcing of fund administration. As we all know, fund administrators have been around for a long, long time, but as new LPs come into the market and as new managers evolve, one of the things that's been shifting is that LPs have been requiring their GPs to outsource their fund administration to ensure that there's a third-party fiduciary who is responsible for the official books and records, and because they appreciate and know that most general partners and operating companies are really good at investing in real estate, generating alpha, outperforming the market, but they're not necessarily as focused on their middle and back office as they should be. So the good news is modern administration, like the service that Juniper Square offers, is enabling more and more GPs to be able to access administration to support their investors and provide more transparency and communication on the funds that the investors are invested into.